All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Clayton County Game of the Week. As we are already here in the first quarter, about 10 minutes and 36 seconds left to play. Morrow High School with the ball. We have our main man here right next to us, Mr. DJ, who's going to be giving us most of the play-by-play. DJ, what are you looking here? Morrow on the move already, ball on the 41-yard line.
Okay, Morrow's here. Morrow's, like you said, there's 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Morrow's in the huddle right now. I want to apologize. We don't have an updated roster, so we won't have a lot of numbers. So I'll give you what we have right here. Number 7, the quarterback for Morrow, is getting ready to come up to the. He's in the shotgun. Running back set to the left. Got number 11 in motion. He hands off to number 11. He comes around the left side. Breaks and knocked out of bounds by number 33 of the Bulldogs. About a 4-yard pickup.
Well, there's no question that you're looking at everybody now is running those jet sweeps. And Morrow got a good chunk of yardage on there, setting him up with second down and 6. Ball on their own 40, it looks like their own 44-yard line.
Okay, Morrow breaks the huddle. You got 2 wide right. Quarterback in the shotgun. Fullback set on his left. Hands off to number 22. Hit hard at the middle by number 64 and a couple of the Mount Zion Bulldogs. Looks like 15 and 44 of the Bulldogs. Third down. And about 4 for the Mustangs. It's a quick set. Morrow breaks the huddle. Of course, the quarterback in the shotgun. Got 3 out left, 3 out to the right. Running back set to your left, to his left. Man in motion, number 5 comes around. Ball snap. He looks downfield, but no, the Bulldog says no. He stopped by a whole host of Bulldogs. Number 5, number 15, looks like 32. A loss on the play.
Yeah, Bulldogs weren't fooled at all by that standardized drop back pass. Looked like they might have had one of the wide receivers open, but that pocket collapsed, and number 7, a guy we've actually had on our program, Christopher Clark, was shut down and sacked for about a 4-yard loss. 4th down and 8 now for Morrow as they kick away to the Bulldogs.
Morrow punts the ball away. It's like a muff punt. The ball rolls down to about the ball still rolling to the 15-yard line. So
the old saying there, brother, rather be lucky than good. That ball went went more than about 5 feet in the air.
Yeah. And
Mount Zion got away from it, and ball rolled all the way down to the Mount Zion 15-yard line.
Okay. Well, Mount Zion take over 1st and 10 at their 15-yard line. This is their first set, 8 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter of this ball game. Mount Zion has 2 out right, quarterback in the shotgun, running backs to the right. Looks like number 33. Quarterback drops back. A lot of pressure, but he gets loose. And pitches up to about 2-yard line, stopped by number 30 for the Mustangs. So 2-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Mount Zion's loaded heavily on the right-hand side, 2 out wide. Single quarterback in the shotgun. Drops back, looks out, runs to your right. Head toward the sideline, but no. Nope, wait a minute, looks like a fumble. Is the fumble?
Waiting for the referees now to make a signal whether the carry was down. Looks like they're saying that it was an actual fumble. But recovered still by Mount Zion.
Okay. It looks like a loss of 3 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Mount Zion makes substitutions to come in the game. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful night for football out here at Terra Stadium. What do you think?
Absolutely a beautiful night here. Temperature in what apparently is the low 70s. And Mount Zion in the white jerseys, black bottoms, black helmets.
Quarterback hands off the center, gives up the middle to the big number. What's that guy? Looks like number 7 for the Bulldogs.
Number 7, and you're going to hear that number called quite a bit. Again, that is a young man that we had on our program, Christopher Clark, playing both ways, both as a free safety and also plays quarterback. Again, we're here at Tara Stadium, Mount Zion High School versus Morrow. Morrow in the green tops, gold helmets, white bottoms with the green stripe. Mount Zion to our left, white with red piping, red numbers, black bottoms, black helmets with the Mount Zion Bulldog logo as they get ready to punt from their own 20-yard line.
Like 4th and 4, Morrow's going to punt. He gets it off, kicks it deep. Number 1 fills the ball for Morrow, takes it around the left side. Cuts back through the middle, like he picked about 15 yards. And the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10, looks like at the Bulldogs' 41-yard line.
Well, we're breaking action. We want to give a shout out to some of the people who support the Real Talk Sports broadcast. Number 1, we want to give a shout out to Pinstripes Bowling and Entertainment Center. They have a full arcade, laser tag, and restaurant, more than just bowling. Check them out at 3478 Mount Zion Road in Stockbridge, Georgia. You can also find out some of the great specials online at pinstripes9.com.
Okay, Morrow's set to start on their own 41-yard line. Quarterback's running back to his left. Receivers to the right and to the left. In the shotgun position. Takes drop backs, handed off to number 4. He goes over the right end. But that Bulldog defense says no. Picks up about 2 yards to be 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, this Morrow team is starting off well. It's very, very interesting, DJ. This is a very interesting year, 30th anniversary of the only Clayton County public high school to win a state championship. Morrow Mustangs won in 1987-88. And now this team, 30 years later, starting off 2-0 in their season.
Wow, that's fantastic. The quarterback takes the ball, hands it off to number 4, drops it, but number 4 picks it up. Big loss on the play. Talk about a host of the Bulldogs. They're going to knock him back about 10 yards, looks like. Well, 5 yards. The Fisher brings it back to the So that's going to be 3rd and 15, 3rd and 14. And they got a fan standing right in front of me. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, one thing that's nice about us, we are not in the press box, guys. We're actually down in the area here in the landing. Morrow back to pass, going long.
Pass intended for number 15 of the Mustangs. Incomplete pass. I would hate to call the wrong name. Look at this schedule. Number 15 is it Manson?
Yeah, Keith Manson, the wide receiver, had a step on his man, but big toss downfield that actually overthrew his receiver. That again would have been open for a big play for Morrow. And it looks like Morrow sent the punt there, DJ.
Yep, Morrow sitting the punt, the ball snap. He kicks it away. And it looks like Bulldog's going to let it roll at the 5 and at the 4-yard line. So
I tell you, man, the Morrow punter is living good. Again, another punt that I think maybe went about 6 feet in the air.
Hey, it doesn't matter. He's getting a nice roll, I guess.
Absolutely, did a fantastic job there, and again, good to his cover team to get down and be available to make a play right away. Again, guys, you're listening to the Clayton County High School Football Game of the Week from Tara Stadium right here in Jonesboro, Georgia, located right off of, not too far, we're actually on Battle Creek Road, actually off of Battle Creek Road on Tara Road. If you want to come on down, the game has just started. We have about 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Mount Zion with the ball deep in their own territory at about the 4-yard line.
Mount Zion's quarterback's under the center. Got number 10 in motion. Quarterback drops back, looks for someone open. He hands it off to the middle, picks up about 3 yards. That Mustang defense is tough, I tell you. They're not giving up anything.
Yeah, they are right now. They are coming out that they are not going to let Morrow get away from them. If you remember last week, they played against Jonesboro High School. Week before last, And Jonesboro really beat them quite handily here, 24-10 at this very same stadium. They had kept it close into the third quarter, but Jonesboro pulled away. Mount Zion with the ball again on their own 4-yard line.
Under the center. He drops, hands it off to number 33, goes outside. That defense is right on top of it, guys. Looks like the Bulldogs only going to get about a couple yards on that play.
Again, it's an outstanding night to come on watch college football. High school football. We're out here at Tara Stadium, and the temperature has gotten down to about 71 degrees, gentle breeze blowing. Stark contrast to the last time we were out here, DJ. We're about 88 degrees, 70% humidity, and the preacher was sweating through his shirt.
Hey, man, this is perfect night football. Third down and looks like about 6. Ball hands off to number 33. Heads at the middle, he breaks at the middle, he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, chase down number 10, and he brings him down. Nice run by number 33. Trying to get his name. Well, we don't have a name for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I know you guys said, well, preacher, what you got going over there? Keep in mind, we are in a situation here where the schools are still updating their rosters. So as time goes on, we will get a complete roster for you so that we will be accurate. We certainly want to give you parents and folks that are listening to the broadcast the shout-outs for your children. But right now, Morrow...
First and 10.
Mount Zion got themselves out of a hole.
Mount Zion first 10 at their 38-yard line. Hands off number 33, but they had a blitz on. Looks like number 32 got in there. He was lucky to pick up a yard on that one. That was a nice blitz by the Mustangs. This was like a half a yard. Maybe second and 9 for the Bulldogs. There's 2 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's a pretty tight ball game here.
Yep, so far we have no score as we move late into the first quarter, but Mount Zion on the move.
Quarterback under center. 33 in the backfield, number 7 actually. He fumbles the ball, fumbles around, and we'll see. I think it was like picked up by the Mustangs. Quarterback pushed it out to number 7, and he didn't get a hold on it, and Mustang picks it up. It's going to have a first and 10 for the Mustangs at the, looks like the 33-yard line of the Bulldog.
DJ, big turnover there. You never want to turn the ball over in your own territory, and now Morrow on the move will have the ball on the Mount Zion 33-yard line. So
actually, Fisher's brought it back some, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually 34-yard line. They brought it back 1 yard. So it'll be first and 10 for the Mustangs. Quarterback, this is like the
almost a modified pistol formation here.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell what that was. He drops it back again. Same play a minute goes attended for number 1.
Spectacular catch.
Nice catch. Number 1. If this paperwork is correct, I don't have a number 1.
Well, that's okay. Again, updating the rosters there, but a big play there by wide receiver. He was Morrow striking, looking for that deep play. They tried it earlier, DJ, unsuccessfully, but a nice catch, diving catch, and now Morrow knocking on the door on the Mount Zion 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3, and it's going to be a timeout. Looks like Mount Zion, or possibly timeout Morrow here.
Yeah, okay. Timeout on the field.
Again, score right now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes to go in the first period. And no score, but Morrow knocking on the door, got the ball after recovering a fumble on the Mount Zion 33-yard line. Immediately threw a nice strike, a 32-yard pass, got it down to the, 31-yard pass, got it down to the Mount Zion 3-yard line. Timeout on the field. And we want to give you again a shout out to those people who supported our broadcast. This one goes out to Bellamy Strickland Commercial Trucks. Bellamy Strickland Commercial Trucks is located at 145 Industrial Boulevard in McDonough, Georgia. You can find out more about them and their inventory by checking them out on BellamyTrucks.com. Bellamy Strickland, the truck capital of Georgia.
Truck capital.
Those guys do a great job there. Matter of fact, there you can go ahead and ask for John Winter, and John Winter, and he is the manager there at the commercial truck location. All right, TJ, both teams are back running onto the field now. And Morrow will have the ball.
Morrow's in great position. They got the ball at the Bulldogs 4-yard line. Looks like three set quarterback and what we call that? That set a modified
pistol formation.
Yep. Quarterback hands off number 4 at the middle. Nice hard run. Good push.
And touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
He's in.
Touchdown. Number 4 of the Mustangs. That was kind of questionable because he ran through there like he just kept running. He got hit several times, but he just kept moving. That's what happens, young guys out there. If you keep moving your feet, you never know you end up in the end zone.
Well, one of the things they talk about even in the NFL is YAC, yards after catch. In this particular case, it's yards after initial hit, and he kept his feet moving, knees turning, and touchdown Morrow as they go up with about 1:58 to go in the first quarter.
Mustangs set for extra point. Number 7 holds for number 4. Ball set. He kicks it, and it is good. With 1 minute 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Morrow takes the lead 7-0 over the Bulldogs.
Well, we're taking this commercial break here. We want to just update you guys on what's going on here again. You will normally find us here for the game of the week here at Tara Stadium. And if you want your high school, you have an athlete, you have a school that needs to be highlighted, we're on every Tuesday night on the Real Talk Sports Show. We do a high school segment from 8 to 9 p.m. You can contact me for more information. I'm the host of the show, Minister Jonathan Simmons. You can give me a call at 678-410-9833, and we will get you set up with an opportunity to bring your young people, your student athletes on our show.
Okay. The Mustangs are set to kick off. I would say they're kicking east on the field. The scoreboard is going to be to the west. No, it doesn't appear to have any wind. I really hate that. Hopefully the second half we're going to try to get somebody to update the schedule so we can call some numbers out. But number 4, the Mustangs will be kicking off. Looks like Mount Zion has number 30, and I can't catch that second number right now. Actually, number 10, 2 guys right behind each other. They're trying to confuse the Mustangs. Ball's kicked to the right hash mark over there. Number 10 picks it up, and he just falls on the ball. I think he was a little confused. Instead of trying to cause a fumble, he fell on the ball at the, looks like the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 14-yard line. Here come that breeze.
Listen, I got to tell you, it's a night and day difference over what we had again the last time. We thank the Lord, obviously, for all his weather, but we thank him especially for the weather we're getting tonight, no doubt.
It stays back east. It stays back deep. We got a man in motion, number 6. Quarterback hands it off to the state. But that Morrow defense is tough. They're not giving up anything, especially on the run tonight. I'm trying to see if there's a gain on that play. No gain on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback's under the center. Man's back. Number 10's in motion. Drops back, hands it off to number 30. 33. 33 takes it outside. Looks like he's getting close to a first down, but he got nailed there by one of the, let me see this guy, number 25 of the Mustangs. Very close to a first down. There's a flag on the play. Looks like they're bringing it back. Trying to figure out what this flag is, let you guys know what's going on. But it appears to be against the Bulldogs because they're walking backwards. Got a chop block on one of the offensive linemen. So they're going to move the thing back. It takes away that first down.
Yes.
Actually lose about 15 yards. So it's going to be still 2nd down. Ball's at the 5-yard line, 6-yard line for the Bulldogs. Quarterback dropped back, number 13, and his arms got hit. Wait a minute, a lineman, he tipped it up in the air, and one of the linemen picked it up. It's almost intercepted by the Mustangs, but can't get that number. The ball was intercepted, was picked off in the air by, looks like number 70. And
yeah, very fortunate. A lot of things could have went wrong there, DJ. Very, very fortunate that that was not another turnover for Mount Zion, which would have given Morrow the ball at their doorstep again. You were listening to Clayton County Game of the Week. We thank those of you who joined us here, both for the live broadcast and for the replay. Also thank those who are watching us on social media via Facebook Live. So good stuff going on out here, DJ. Again, well, I'm like you, brother. I'm just relishing in this. Man, this is like, just chill out on the porch weather here.
It's not too cold. It's not too hot. I mean, you can't. It's hard to describe. We can tell you what's going on the field, but it's hard to describe how nice this weather is tonight.
It'd be great again if you guys are around to come on out here and check them out. We're still just in the first period. 46 seconds left to go. Mount Zion with the ball backed up in their own.
3rd and 17. Number 33 out wide. In the end zone. Looks like he barely got out of the end zone to keep the Bulldogs from getting the safety. Again, that Mount Zion, that Mustang defense is all over the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of a risky play there to run a modified jet sweep where you have your halfback catching the ball in the end zone. Real dangerous play by Mount Zion. Did not fool Morrow at all. 4th down and 20, and their kicker is right back there on the end line.
He can't step back. Hopefully that don't happen. Wait a minute, we got a clock. Looks like this end of the first quarter. But it's not going to say the Bulldogs. They just got to go to the other end of the field and do the same thing. Go ahead.
You scored at the end of the first period. Morrow 7, Mount Zion nothing. Morrow getting it on a turnover where they picked up the ball at the Mount Zion 34. A beautiful 32-yard pass, 31-yard pass down to the 3. And then 2 plays later, Morrow punched it in for the only score of the game, 7-0 here in the first quarter. Again, we're taking a timeout here, guys. You're listening to Clayton County High School Game of the Week, and we're broadcasting to you from Real Talk Sports, WIGO 1570 Atlanta's Incredible Radio. Jonathan Simmons here, along with DJ here, doing the play-by-play. And again, as we always like to do, give a shout-out to those people who have tried to help us continue to bring you high school sports and the great things going on in Clayton County. Pinstripe Bowling and Entertainment Center, located 3478 Mount Zion Road in Stockbridge, Georgia. And Bellamy Strickland Commercial Trucks, 145 Industrial Boulevard in McDonough, Georgia. And folks, if you'd like to be a part of bringing out some college football, high school football, and really supporting the Clayton County and all of the South Side, please, we have some advertising space still available both for this broadcast and on our website. We have a new website, AtlantaHighSchoolSports.com. It's part of our Real Talk Sports Network. So give me a call, 678-410-9833. Teams are back on the field now, DJ.
Okay, Mount Zion's in the same position. The Bulldogs got the ball at there. The kicker's back in the end zone, number 10. Don't have a name for you right now, but it is 4th down and 20. See, 4th down and 20 for the Bulldogs. The Mustangs got looks like number 1 back deep. He's in great position right at his own 30-yard line. Nice high punt. Number 1 picks it up, goes to his right, chased by a bunch of Bulldogs. He's running to the sideline. Nice run. There's a flag on the play. He's like he got out of bounds about the 20-yard line. Let's see what the officials got on this one. Most time you see somebody that's a clip anymore. I'm just guesstimating right now.
Oh, yeah, there's that sign blocking in the back. I see the referee, one of them moving his hands behind his back in a motion that would indicate that, but we'll wait on the referee signal.
Personal foul. Well, he didn't tell us what to signal. He just said personal foul against the Mustangs, didn't he?
That's about it, but that's okay. Bottom line is we know that means, again, that the ball is moving backwards.
I can't get that word out. Neglects a nice run by the number 1 of the Mustangs. But they'll take over 1st and 10.
Still have the ball in great field position on the Mount Zion side of the field, all the way down at the Mount Zion 35 or actually 36-yard line. 1st down and 10.
1st and 10. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Got running backs to the left. Got a receiver out wide left. Drops back. Quarterback drops out quick. Throws it number 11. Goes right between his hands. Pass will be incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
You're spot on.
Hey, I love this game. What can I say? Number 7, quarterbacks come back in the game. I got to find somebody to look at this schedule for me because it's hard to do this. We don't have.
Well, again, I have the advantage that young man actually, again, was in the studio with us. That is the two-way player, Christopher Clark, both plays quarterback and free safety.
Okay.
Clark with the Morrow Mustangs.
Clark's in shotgun running back beside number 1's in motion, but he hands off to number 22. Goes to the left with no gain. Actually, he lost a yard or two.
Yeah, once again, a modification, a little trickeration. Had men coming across in front of the quarterback going in both directions. They faked the jet sweep and tried to come back in some misdirection, but fooled no one as Mount Zion hit him up for a 2-yard loss.
Looks like 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs. Mount Zion started off a little slow, but that defense is picking up a little bit. They got 3 guys set, two guys set right and left at the quarterback, number 7. He drops back, looks down the field, but he got a nice little rush on him, so he just throws it away. He throws it to the right sideline. Pass incomplete. Looks like 4th and 12. What do you think they'll do here, Johnson?
Based on what I saw from their punter, if that's their kicking game, they may. No, looks like they're going to bring the punt team out.
Yeah. Number 1 for the Mustangs is deep to punt the ball. Let's see who we got. Mount Zion don't have anybody back deep. I guess they're going to let it run. They're going to try to block the punt.
They could sniff out a fake.
Come back.
Nope, he's going to punt it.
He gets
That's
away.
A nice one.
Bounce at the 10 and rolls. Oh, nice roll down to the look like 1.5-yard line.
DJ, these punters are living good, bro. That's all I can tell you, man, because I've seen some. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that was actually a nice punt, a pooch punt. Got the ball down inside the 20 that you would want. Actually rolled all the way down to, looks like about the 3 or 4-yard line.
Absolutely.
So that was a picture-perfect punt.
And the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line. A tough defense in the ball game so far. It's lovely. Except with the exception of that one run by the Mustangs.
Yep, that one long pass play after the very critical turnover that Mount Zion had on their own 34-yard line. Well, they have the ball again, once again backed up well in their own territory on about what appears to be the 2.5, 3-yard line.
Quarterback's under the center weight. We got a whistle on the play. Somebody must have jumped. Timeout, Bulldogs.
All right, for those of you watching here on Facebook Live here, we are experiencing some online difficulties, so we're going to probably shut the Facebook down as far as Facebook Live and go to Periscope for you. But you can continue to listen to the live audio broadcast as we are here on Real Talk Sports. You can check us out on Spreaker.com/Real Talk Sports and you hear the broadcast live. Or you can go to the Facebook page and click on the Real Talk Sports page and you'll see where we posted the link to listen to the live broadcast.
Hey, John, let me tell you about this company that I use to take my wedding pictures. It's called Thomas Photography. Pretty good company. Thomas Photography in the south side of Atlanta. One of the hottest, well, I shouldn't say hottest, one of the best photographers. Wedding photography, special event, school photography, senior portraits. Kids need senior portraits, give them a call, 678-900-9840. Email them at thomasphotography at thomasphoto11059@gmail.com. That's Thomas Photography, your #1 photographer. Well, teams back on the field. Looks like they'll take over again. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 2-yard line, looks like. 3-yard line. Quarterback's under the center. Number 33 is back deep behind the quarterback. He hands it off. Stopped. Hit hard by number 45 of the Mustang. Looks like a safety. Wait a minute. Just don't jump too quick. The crowd is cheering, and the players are cheering, but the officials say no. He got back to the 1 yard line.
And just barely. Number 33 is a load, but to try to expect him to take it from about 5 yards deep in your own end zone and get any yardage, you better have some big studs up front. And so far, Morrow has backed him up, and once again, Mount Zion in very precarious position, 2nd down and 12 from their own 1 yard line.
I think what the official happened on that play, I think his forward motion that stopped, so they stopped the play right there, even though his motion took him into the end zone.
Well, sometimes, again, you'd rather be lucky than good, right?
That's right. 2nd and 12. Ball's handoff, goes up the middle. Looks like he picked up a couple of yards. Actually picked up 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
Trying to get out of harm's way here. You're going to go with something safe that I don't think they're going to try that ill-advised jet sweep again out of their own end zone.
Looks like another timeout. Mount Zion calls timeout again. I guess it's safe. You really can't throw the ball. You can't run back in the backfield because, like I said, the Mustangs are putting on a heck of a blitz tonight. And so the safest thing to do is keep running the ball up the middle, especially when you're at your 1 or 2 yard line.
Yep, this is a situation you might actually have some type of quarterback draw. Where you have a set run play from the quarterback coming out, so you might see that. But again, whatever you do, you want to do something that's safe, and again, not to get your defense in a position where they once again have the Morrow offense working a very short field. Again, guys, you're listening to the Clayton County Game of the Week as we broadcast to you live from Tower Stadium in Jonesboro, Georgia. The field looks excellent. Beautiful weather. It is certainly football weather here in the south, at least about 71 degrees, gentle breeze blowing. And as we start off the Labor Day weekend in fine style, watching some high school football. Our man DJ here handling the play-by-play. And I am Mr. Jonathan Simmons giving you some occasional analysis from time to time.
One of the best, I tell you, man. Mr. Jonathan Simmons, man, without you, I wouldn't be here.
Well, DJ, I appreciate that, man. I'd have to say the same thing. You really kind of stirred up that, I guess, that desire to come back out and do more high school football. We have not done it for a while, so we thank God that you had the mindset to come out and see the opportunity to really not only make it as a business enterprise, but to certainly be a blessing to the young men,
absolutely,
the student athletes that are out here, and to let parents be able to have their young charges covered the same way they do up north.
Absolutely. The teams are back on the field. It's 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Number 6 out wide, quarterbacks under the center. Got 2 backs to the right and to the left. But the officials are discussing something here. It looks like I can't think what they'll be discussing after a timeout like this.
Yeah, not sure on that. But a little break in the action here. A huddle. Well, DJ, just to digress a little bit, talking about nice-looking fields. As I mentioned earlier, Clayton County, beautiful field laid out here. I got a chance to see what is probably the palace of sports right now, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A chance to go out there yesterday and watch the Falcons in their second preseason game. Of course, they lost that game, going 0 for 4, but the building is definitely 2-0. Both nights, I think the crowd was just stunned at just the sheer marvel that the building is, sitting right there in what I like to call the conundrum of sports in the South and really now in the nation. All right, Mount Zion with the ball.
Mount Zion's in the shotgun. Got 2 running backs in front. It looks like it could be a punt, but they got the quarterbacks. Hands it off. Wait a minute. Is there a fumble? That's a safety. Mustangs just a little bit too much for these Bulldogs today. The quarterback had 2 running backs in front to try to protect him, and he's going to try to take off and run to his right. But the Mustangs shut him down, so it's a safety.
Well, DJ, I know this is high school football, and certainly we always want to be encouraging when we're talking about these games, but that's just I can't understand that call. You got guys set up in some type of modified wishbone, and to me, that's you want to take the quarterback a direct snap and just let him plunge forward and get 3 yards so your punter is not backed up. So some type of, I'm not sure what that play was, but the bottom line is it was something that was sniffed out by Morrow.
It didn't work. Morrow
did not work.
Morrow appeared to know what they were doing when they set up in the set. So obviously they did this last year. They gave them an idea of what they were going to run. But like I said, with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half, the Mustang is 9-0 over the Bulldogs. And just to add to what you said about the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium, for some reason I want to say Georgia Dome, but we are looking forward to that first home game of the season. I mean, it's been a long summer for most people. This place is beautiful, and some people say different, but I think it is one of the best stadiums in the country right now. I mean, the Halo board is 100 yards. They say if you stack it high, if you stack the Halo board from one end to one end straight up, it'll be taller than the tallest building in Atlanta.
There's no doubt. I mean, everything set up there is really designed to thrill and to, almost like they said back in the when they had the Desert Storm, shock and awe, because it does seem like that.
Bulldogs kick off number 10. There's a whistle on the play. Looks like somebody might be offside. Where's the white hat?
Well, good thing, because that would have given Morrow the ball, again, an excellent field position. So good thing that was coming back for Mount Zion's sake. And pardon me, that was number 16, the kicker for the Bulldogs. Number 4 and number 1 looks like it's deep for the Mustangs. Those guys are deep, but they're standing their own 30-yard line. So if they kick it, regardless of how, they still have good field position. Let's try it again. 9 minutes, 30 seconds in the first, and they left to go in the first half. Backed them up a little bit. Oh, nice kick this time. Nice kick. The ball is rolling. He kicked it over number 4's head. He goes back, picks it up about his 15-yard line, but it takes off for the sideline. And he's pulled down by number 19 of the Bulldogs. And number 30 making a huge play to knife through a block and to make that stop there. That was Case Giles, outside linebacker, fullback, small guy playing that position, only about 160 pounds, but showing some speed there to get through as that gunner and make a big play on the ball carrier for Morrow High School.
Okay. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They're on 24, like 23, 24-yard line. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Got man 2 to the right and 1 to the left out wide. 1 in the backfield next to him. Steps back, slings it deep downfield to his left to number 1. And he, almost had it. He hit him right in his hand, and like he patted a couple times, and they hit the ground. You got to catch those guys.
I got to tell you, Morrow seems to have had that play working all day long. That just straight fly pattern down the sidelines, and number 1 has been open every single time.
Now, you'll see that again for the games, though, I'm pretty sure, because that guy was wide open. He just outran the defender, and this ball just happened to slip out of his hand. But I'm pretty sure before this quarter's over, there's a possibility you could see that play again. Quarterback's in the shotgun. The receiver out right to his right. Number 1 came to the other side of the field this time. Quarterback hands off to number 27 around the left side. He comes back, cuts up the field, picks up about 9 yards.
Yeah, that was a nice run there. Pitch out, blockers moving as they ran from right to left, and picked up a good chunk of yards there. You say about 7 or 8 yards on that play?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. They're on 23, that 32-yard line. Yep. I'm trying to look at the field and look at the clock, and they had 23, and I'm.
Yeah, but clock is counting down. 8 minutes and 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go.
Nice hard run by the Bulldogs, but with no gain. Actually, like he might have lost a yard on that play. 4th and 1 for the Mustangs. Again, the ball's on their own 32-yard line. Quarterback in shot. They punt it. He fakes the punt, looks downfield. Number 3 is wide open, but he dropped the ball.
Wow.
Quarterback was in the punt position. Number 1 was in the punt position, but he looked downfield. Wow. The Mustangs got to catch this ball. I mean, number 3 was wide open. Nobody was on him because they thought he was going down the field, and the ball just went right between his fingers. He must have a popcorn for this game.
But the only thing I can tell you is that that was a true example of in brotherhood, because as he came back, all the guys patted him on the helmet and told him, hey, hang in there. But that's the kind of play, man, that could be a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The Bulldogs take over at the 32-yard line of the Mustangs. Quarterback in the shotgun, drops back, looks to the side. Up, there's number 10, misses. The ball is intercepted by number 5 of the Mustang. He's going down the right side of the sideline. Looks like he's not touched. All the way, touchdown, Mustangs. That was a nice play. Wow. I mean, he just stood there and picked that one off.
Talk about a turnaround. Wow.
Nice run. And this guy, they were chasing him, but they just couldn't get. He had that breakaway speed.
Well, DJ, that's what we like to call pick 6, baby. I mean, he sniffed that play out, caught that ball, and man, really, he looked like he was a receiver. Caught it in stride and moved on down the field. And Morrow now opens up a 2-touchdown lead here, and the score is now
15 to love.
15-0. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the second period and the remainder of the first half.
And we still got the extra point coming up. I think the Mustangs and the Bulldogs, is this a rival game for these guys? They're right. There are two schools close together in Clayton County.
Relatively so. I mean, they are pretty close. You know, Mount Zion, of course, is probably even closer to Jonesboro High School. Okay. So I think that's probably their natural rival. But the bottom line is really all these Clayton County schools are fairly close together.
Number 4 for the Mustang kicks, and it is good. Makes the score with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the first half of the ball game. The Morrow Mustangs takes the lead, a nice lead, 16-0 over the Mount Zion Bulldogs.
No question, DJ, Morrow is showing a little bit why they won their first 2 games. Their defense really has been. This is Coach Dan Quinn would like this, but Coach Quinn always is about the ball. And Morrow has made a couple of key plays, 2 big turnovers that have given them their points and a safety. So all of it really, the point score have been driven by driven by their defense. Yeah, Coach Dan Quinn of the Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Is a guy that's big on the ball. And matter of fact, he talked about last night. So Coach Jerome Weeks of Morrow seems to have taken that on with his defense, as their defense has accounted for all of the key plays with scoring. An interception return that we just saw, a safety, and a turnover that created a short field for a touchdown. 16-0 Morrow as they kick off to Mount Zion.
Mustangs line up to kick off at their own 40-yard line. The Bulldogs have 2 guys deep in the center of the field, one back-to-back number 10, and can't pick up that other number. Probably, I'll give it to you as soon as I get it. Waiting on the officials to give him the signal to kick it off. They split this time. Number 4, that's what they're intended. Number 4, the ball's kicked deep. I think it'll be filled by number 4, but there's a flag on the play. Most time when you get a flag on the play on the kickoff, that means somebody was offside and the line judge is had threw the flag on it. I'm going to back him up 10 yards, let him kick it again.
And a lot of excitement behind us here as we are in the open, I guess you want to call it veranda area here, right behind the concession stands when you come in here for the home team side. We are non-traditional. We do not broadcast from the press box. We want to be down here with folks. And we might even have a few interviews during halftime with some of the people in the stands.
Absolutely. These crowds are pumped up. Cheerleaders going. The bands, they're coming out now to stand and line up to get ready for the halftime show. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the halftime show. I love it when these schools get together and do their thing at halftime. Clayton County football at its best. Even though this is only Clayton County ball game this weekend because it's a holiday weekend, it's a good one.
And that's why it's called Clayton County Game of the Week.
He kicks it deep over the receiver's head. The ball looks like it goes out of bounds around the 11-yard line. Nice kick by number 4 of the Morrow Mustangs. And there's another flag on the play.
Well, yeah, because you can't kick the ball out of bounds on a kickoff, so they're going to push him back again, I think.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if they're going to assess that on. Let's see what the call is here, whether they're going to assess the penalty from the spot of where the ball went out of bounds, or they're going to make Morrow re-kick. That's the big question right now. Looks like they're going to assess it right from the point where it went out of bounds, DJ.
Actually, they're moving up to the 40-yard line. It's not going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line.
Yep.
That's 15 yards.
So it looks like they're giving them the 25 plus the 15-yard penalty tacked on. So Mount Zion in good field position at their own 40-yard line, trailing 16-0 with about 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first half.
Two wide to the right and to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun, one back in the backfield with the quarterback. Morrow looks there in a blitz. He drops back number 14. Those in the middle screen. Nice run, picks up. Looks like he's wide open going downfield. He's on it. He's going. Number 5. Whoa. Number 5 of the Bulldogs knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. He was chased down, but that was a nice play by the Bulldogs. I mean, guys were going downfield looking for the long pass, and number 5 just stood there and took off.
Looks like number 5, Devin Farley, another two-way player from Mount Zion, fullback and outside linebacker, but he was running like a running back or wide receiver on that play.
Okay, now. Get the play in, Coach. Get the play in. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're on 10-yard line. Quarterback's in the shotgun. We got one receiver out to the right, 2 out. I'm sorry. 1 to the left, 2 out to the right. 1 running back in the backfield with him. Number 14 drops back, throws it to the left side of the field to number 4, and it's out of bounds. Just a little bit too much on that one. He was open, but I think the quarterback put a little too much juice on that one.
Yeah, a little too much air on that play. He was open. He just ran out of real estate. But Mount Zion in outstanding field position, 2nd down and 10. From the 10, they can technically get a first down at the 6-inch line. But actually, maybe not, because I see all of the markers down. So we want to call that 2nd down and goal from the 10.
I guess if you get 10 yards, you're in the end zone.
There you go.
So don't you break the plane of the 10 yards of the goal line. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Again, they got 2 receivers out to the right and to the left. Well, actually, number 10 is in motion, coming back across the right side of the field. He's going to stop at the slot position. 1 running back near the quarterback. Quarterback side to keep the ball, go to the right side, cuts up about the outside of the end. He's going like he's going to score, and he is in there. Number 14 of the Bulldogs. Nice block outside for the pulling tackle, looks like. The Bulldogs getting back in this thing. Some big plays right here in the second quarter of the ball game.
No question.
They still got time on the clock to score in the first half. It's 6 minutes and 45 seconds still left to go in the first half of the ball game.
Well, it's amazing, DJ, what one big play can do to change the whole feel of the game. Mount Zion had been clearly really under weather here, down 16-0 and being dominated by Morrow defensively, but one score and hopefully it's extra point.
And 16 kicks, nice kick.
Straight through the uprights.
And it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game here. Morrow lead cut to 16-7. Still plenty of time to go in the first half. 6 minutes and 45 seconds. But Morrow will be getting the ball back now to try to get their lead back out to double digits. Listen to Clayton County Game of the Week as we broadcast to you live from Tower Stadium in Jonesboro, Georgia, located approximately 20 some odd miles from downtown Atlanta, about a 25-minute ride if there is no traffic. Mount Zion Bulldogs, located in Jonesboro, Morrow High School in Morrow. Mount Zion in the white tops, red piping, red numbers, black helmets with the Mount Zion Bulldog on the sides. To our left, going from left to right, we have Morrow in the green and gold. Green jerseys, white pants with green piping, and the gold helmets with the Mustang logo blazing in the fall evening.
Looking good. Looks like the Bulldogs will kick off to the, we call this what, the east and west field. So they're kicking from the west into the east, it appears. Number 15 again. The Mustang has two guys deep. This game is moving along just fine. Waiting on the official to give him the signal. And there's the signal. And there's the kick. Nice kick this time. Nice kick, picks up. Nice run by the Mustangs. Oh, it takes it outside. Number 1, he's running. One guy pulled him down. He gets it all the way back to the 46, 47-yard line. Almost stepped into the end zone, but it's caught the ball right at the 1 foot line. Caught it there, fielded it, brought it back to the, looks like 48-yard line?
Yes, sir, and Coach Weeks was about 4 yards onto the field. They're excited as the special teams makes a statement after that score, getting the ball back in the outstanding field position. Morrow 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Quarterback's in the shotgun again. 2 out to his left, 1 to the right. Running back beside him. He drops back, looks downfield, throws to number 4. Number 4 picks it up. Nice catch. Nice catch. Number 4 comes across the field, picks it up about 5 yards.
Yeah, good play call there. Had a couple of guys here out to his right going deep, including the guy that's really hurt Mount Zion all game long, number 1. And that, of course, had folks looking in his direction and opened up that quick swing pass to the halfback coming out of the backfield for a nice gain of 5 yards on first down.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Quarterback in the shotgun, 2 running backs to the right and 2 to the left. Receivers wide to the right and left, I'm sorry. Running backs to his left. He hands it off. Tries to go up the middle, but number 5 for the Bulldogs says no. No gain on the play.
Yep, Devin Farley showing that he's not just an offensive guy, making a big play on defense to stack that play up for no gain.
Okay. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs. Again, we got 2 receivers out to his right and to his left. We got a running back to his left. Quarterback number 7 in the shotgun. Number 11 comes in motion from the left. Quarterback looks back, looks downfield. Tell him keep going. He throws it downfield. Number 4, and incomplete, throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, Mount Zion had that play defended very well. You saw a couple of the defenders kind of giving the Kembe Mutombo no, shaking their heads when they came back. But that was a very well defended play. Receiver was blanketed by both an under defensive back and a guy over the top at the safety position. So
absolutely. It's going to be 4th and 5 for the Mustangs. Like they're going to get in punt position. Bulldogs got number 40 back deep. Still a lot of time on this clock. Ball is kicked away. And it feels like about the 21-yard line.
Well, like you said, DJ, I don't know. You guys clearly are saying their prayers because that is now the 3rd punt by Morrow where the ball has not traveled in the air height-wise more than 6 feet, but yet finds the ball fielded by Mount Zion right around their 20-yard line.
You think it's the wind?
But I don't know what's going on.
I'm looking at the flag of the end zone. I don't see a lot of wind, but maybe that's the style. Maybe that was intended to go that way.
And really what creates the problem is the ball is coming at such an odd angle with turning end over end. The Mount Zion players only want to get near it. And it ends up rolling another 15, 20, and one time roll 30 yards.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 21-yard line. Got receiver 1 wide out right. Look, nobody's on this guy. Quarterback drops back, hands off to number 33. Big kid goes out the right side. And looks like there's no gain on the play. There goes that Mustang defense again. They ain't giving up nothing on the run.
Yeah, Morrow has really done an outstanding job here defensively. Matter of fact, all their points have come off of defensive big plays.
Yes. This has been a long second quarter. Don't you agree?
Well, a lot of stoppage of play. We've had a couple of timeouts by the referees when they seem to be somewhat confused about what penalty to cause. And, it's kind of slowed down here. But 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Mount Zion with the ball.
2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Quarterback shotgun with receiver out left and one to the right. That looks a mix-up in the back there. Got 2 running backs, the same formation they had earlier when they got sacked in the end zone. But there's a timeout on the field. Let's see, timeout, Bulldogs. Well, timeout on the field with 4 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Still scores Mustang 16, Bulldogs 7.
Turn up. If you need to turn your slide up, that's it right there. Where's your headset? Can you hear it? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, you can go and try it. Yep.
I said, what I need to get?
One second. Let me go to this.
Whatever output you use in the tablet. I know you have 2 of them, but you put one up and down. You got one in the tablet, like 5 minutes here.
Yep. Let me. When you do it, remember that you have to change this to say it's not on the mic. It's a line input. This commercial right here.
Okay. All right, the team's back on the field. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball's handed off up the middle with no gain, extra loss of a yard. So we're going to have 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the first half. Or should I say second quarter?
Yeah, we're in the first half still, though, brother. Again, clock moving very slowly. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go before halftime. But as you pointed out earlier, we can already see the bands have assembled off the buses on both sides of the right side end zone that we're looking at here. And I'm getting that smell of some fish, brother. I might have to take a little time out.
I had to turn around on
halftime. Yes, sir. All right.
Third and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball hand off the middle. Oh, big stop. Number 24 of the Mustang stepped in there and told number 33, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Matter of fact, I'm going to take 2 from you. So it'll be 4th and 12. 4th and 12 for the Bulldogs at their own 21-yard line.
Another great series by the Morrow defense, giving up a -2 yards on 3 plays from scrimmage for Mount Zion.
I stand correct. That's 19-yard line. I looked at the clock that time again. Morrow, the Bulldogs in punt formation. Mustang has a guy at midfield, number 1. He feels it, picks it up, goes back, cuts back to the left, cut back to the right. Look going to like got a little daylight. He's going outside. Got 1 block at the 20, the 10. Knocked down to about the 16-yard line. Stopped by number 33, the running back for the Bulldogs. A nice run by number 1, but guess what? Got some laundry on the field. That's not unusual in these games.
Yeah, there's a lot of cutting back, and anytime when you have guys changing direction, there's always a shot for holding, for blocking in the back. But we'll see here what the refs have to say on this play, whether it's going against Morrow, which would call back a beautiful run, or whether it's going on Mount Zion. Let's take a peek. I see the Morrow guys coming back with not quite as much pep as I would expect if the call went in their direction, but here we go.
They're still going to be on the Bulldogs' side of the field.
Yes, sir. But that negated a nifty run, slashing back and forth, going from all the way to his left sideline, cutting it back across the middle, all the way over to the right, about a 32-yard return. But, again, they're going to lose most of that yardage as the refs begin walking it off right now.
It didn't take too much of it.
Looks like about the 27-yard line.
Morrow has 2 out to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield, quarterback's in the shotgun. Drops it back, hands off, fakes the hands off, takes it up the middle, goes right in the middle, picks up 10-yard line, 10 yards or more, close to a first down. It actually is a first down. That was a nice quarterback draw by number 7 of the Mustangs.
Nice play, setting up there in almost like a old school T formation. Both halfbacks lined up to the left and the right of the quarterback. Quarterback did a quick, mini fake to the right halfback and then took up off the middle for a nice run, as you pointed out. First down run, actually picked up 13 yards, moving the ball down to the Mount Zion 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Mustangs. T backfield again, two receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Number 7, the quarterback, takes the snap, looks back, looks deep, looks downfield, decides to take it off to the left side of the field. No one's over there. He's running. And knocked out of bounds by one of the Bulldogs' corners. Looks close to a first down. A nice run by the quarterback for the Mustangs.
Beautiful play. Was in some trouble in the backfield as Mount Zion looked like they might have had a shot for a sack. Spun out of it, ran hard to his left and found nothing but daylight before a Mount Zion safety picked him up and knocked him out of bounds. But not before he picked up a first down. Ball all the way down.
It's not a first down quite yet. It's second and looks like second and 2 or 3. Yes. Second and 3 for the Mustang. 2 receivers out right, 1 to the left. T backfield again, quarterback side, take it again, goes to the left side, same side he went last time. Dives for the first down, goes out of bounds. Looks like it's the first down.
DJ, looks like Morrow might have found something here on this quarterback keepers.
That guy's, he ran the same way, like a different play, but actually ran the same direction. Bulldogs better pick that up. So it'll be first and 10, not 10. It's actually first and 5.
Guess you might as well call it first and goal now. Ball is actually on the 5, so first down and goal from the 5.
Mustangs got 3 out to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield, the quarterback in the shotgun. He drops back. Same play, fakes out to the outside, goes up the middle. Oh, he get hit pretty good this time. Looks like he got a yard on this one. And we got timeout on the field. Mustangs calls timeout. With 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go in the first half of the ball game, the Mustangs calls timeout. Still the score is 16-7 Mustangs.
We'll be back with more of the Clayton County Game of the Week in just a moment.
Taking a trip? Maybe it's a business deal that has to get done or a little vacation just to have some fun. No matter the reason, Greyhound Atlanta is ready to serve you with great features on their new buses like free onboard Wi-Fi, reclining leather seats, and more. Greyhound buses travel from downtown Atlanta to over 3,800 destinations. Call them at 404-584-1728. Whether near or far, why drive the car? You know what they say. It's still true today.
So what you going to do
Taylor, New York Giants, and you with Real Talk Sports.
All right, guys, we're back here after the referee's timeout. Excuse me, a timeout for Morrow. They stopped the clock. Minute, 10 seconds left to go here in the first half, and DJ knocking on the door for another score. Already up 16-7.
I believe that was Christopher Clark for the Mustangs on that quarterback. Actually got 1 receiver out to the right, 1 to the left. T backfield again. Christopher Clark takes the snap, hands it off to the back from the backfield. Number 4, he goes around the right side. Loses 1 blocker. Lucky going to the end zone. He stretches it. It is a touchdown. Touchdown Mustangs. Number 4.
Another nice run there. That sweep had the blocking on that right side, coming right towards us, and he found the corner of the end zone. And once again, Morrow extends out to a 2-touchdown lead, up 22-7. As we get set for the extra point attempt.
Yeah, the Mustang had that one picked. They called timeout. I tell you, that worked out perfectly for them. I think the players on the Bulldogs were looking for number 7 to take the ball again like he did the last 2 plays.
No doubt, Coach Weeks mixing up there a nice, really handled that nicely again, had a short field mixed up with some quarterback runs to pick up some huge chunks of yardage. And then on that last play, the sweep going around the right-hand side. The kick is up and
it is good. Nice kick. Number 4, nice high kick up to the top of the goal post.
Score now, Morrow 23 and Mount Zion 7. A minute, 2 seconds left to go, and Mount Zion prepares to get the kickoff from Morrow. Again, you're listening to the Clayton County High School football game of the week. The Morrow Mustangs in the green and gold against the Mount Zion Bulldogs wearing the white, black, and red. Mount Zion out of Jonesboro, Georgia, and Morrow High School out of the town of Morrow, and literally a DJ just about I can't call it a stone's throw, probably about a 4 or 5 block walk from WIGO 1570.
Absolutely, absolutely. Nice school. Looks like the band is coming in. Getting ready to perform this halftime show. These guys looking sharp, man.
Well, they're ready. Again, with about a minute to go, they'll be on the field. And we're, of course, going to take a halftime break. We'll have some music. We'll have some, maybe even some live interviews from some of the fans here getting their feel. We're on the Morrow side of the field, so we'll talk to them. And also, we're going to maybe even talk to the people who have that good food over there. I think our mics might be able to reach that far.
I tell you, man, maybe we can get a fish sandwich out of this or something, huh? I saw the fish and fries, man. Hey, look, I think the wind hit us both about the same time.
Same time, brother. I said, what is that I smell?
Well, the kicker, Morrow's getting set to kick off to the Bulldogs, and he got the signal, kicks it deep. The ball's around actually goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, DJ, that's really something I know Coach Weeks is going to really harp on this week coming up. Those kind of things you can't do. You can't come off a score and then give the team outstanding field position without having to work for it. I mean, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Once again, going to put Mount Zion probably up around their own 40 and a much shorter field. And you're not going to be able to do that when you play some of these better teams.
It looks like they're trying to keep the ball away from one of the deep guys. I mean, a lot of times teams kick it to the right or to the left to try to keep away from the deep guy because explosive, maybe he could return it back for a touchdown, a good field position.
Well, they got decent field position now. Move the ball 15 yards from the 20 to the 35, and Mount Zion with the ball. Minute 2 to go.
Bulldogs got 2 receivers out to the 3 out to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterbacks in the shotgun. One receiver, one running back to his right. He drops back deep, looks downfield. Number 14 throws it. Intercepted by number 25 of the Mustangs. He's looking downfield. Look, got some blocking going. Number 25 takes out one man to stop him. And he goes out of bounds. Nice run. Nice run by the Mustangs. Takes it all the way down to the, looks like 5-yard line of the Bulldogs. Let me see. I hear whistles. Is there laundry? Maybe this one was clean this time.
Looks clean, brother. I mean, once again, the Morrow defense flipping the field.
There was no receiver there. I looked. I didn't see a receiver. I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or what happened, but when he threw it downfield, only the Morrow cornerback was there.
Yeah, a real strange play. Again, Mount Zion once again, and this is the thing I know that's going to haunt them when they watch the replays of this game. Mount Zion once again had the ball in decent field position, a minute to go, trying to maybe cut this once again to a one-game score. And now, in fact, you're going to have a situation where Mount Zion might be able to really put this game in a precarious position for Mount Zion to come back.
Looks like we got an injury on the field. Number 64 of the Bulldogs. He's down. Coach is talking to him, but he's standing up right now.
Yeah, they got him on his feet. Crowd is happy about that. Obviously, parents are watching this, and it's, football is a sport that is a violent sport. Sometimes I think about just how violent it is, but this young man is up on his feet, getting himself together, and looks like he does not have a severe injury. Well, I tell you, last night the Falcons game, on one of the return plays, one of the guys from Jacksonville, matter of fact, it was one of the early plays of the game. He tattooed Justin Hardy, but he got the brunt of it. He actually was motionless on the field for about a minute and a half.
Wow.
They had to bring the gurney out. Left him with the helmet on, but
the hard board.
Yep, he gave him the thumbs up sign. And later on, we found out that although he's in a concussion protocol, he has no spinal or nerve damage injury that they could see. So
48 seconds left to go in the first half. The Mustangs got 3 out to the left, and 1 to the right. quarterback's in the shotgun. Look, a new quarterback in the number 1. Number 22, the running back's to his right. Give somebody else a chance to go out, I'm assuming.
Yep, looks like they're going with some type of wildcat formation.
Wildcats try to take it up the middle, but stops short.
Lost a helmet out there.
Wow, those balls are hitting. Didn't pick it up in the yard. I thought he might have got one, but he didn't get anything. So it'll be second and goal. And they're on 5-yard line. There's another timeout on the field. Timeout Mustangs.
Yeah, Morrow going to try to get some type of score out of this. They got the ball all the way down at the 10-yard line. Excuse me, actually the 5-yard line, it looks like. And they're going to want to try to get something out of this, whether it be a field goal. Obviously, they'd like to get a touchdown because that would put them out to a 3-score lead. Currently right now the score is Morrow Mustangs 23, Mount Zion High School 7. We're here at the Clayton County Game of the Week in Tara Stadium as their timeout on the field. And we're going to be back with more from right here at Tara Stadium in just a moment.
Hi there, my name is Tim Mullen, General Manager of Pinstripes Family Entertainment Center in Stockbridge. Now is the perfect time to schedule your holiday party. Big or small, we cater them all. 2 hours of bowling, shoe rental, choice of one of our freshly prepared spreads like the pasta meal or southern barbecue meal. Your holiday party is waiting for you at Pinstripes.
Pinstripes Entertainment Center, 3478 Mount Zion Road, Stockbridge. Call 770-302-0786 or online at pinstripes9.com.
Okay, the team's back on the field. 26 seconds left. They got a couple chances for a couple more plays. Morrow crowd is pumping it up. They got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The T-back field, number 7, quarterback back in the game. He drops back, looks and throws it deep to the left-hand side of the field. To number 7, it's complete. Touchdown Mustangs.
That, sir, was a big-time catch, leaping almost Odell Beckham style, one hand over the top. And keep in mind, that young man actually is a quarterback and defensive back on the team. That was once again Christopher Clark making a huge catch, coming out of his quarterback position, rolling out and turning into a wide receiver and making a spectacular one-hand grab in the end zone.
Awesome. The Mustangs line up for the extra point. Like they're running away with this thing.
That was a big score there for both schools.
Ball snap. Kick is blocked. And there's the whistle. So it's incomplete or no good, should I say?
Whichever it was, no points for Morrow, but they got the points they needed. A big touchdown here to extend the lead after another costly Mount Zion turnover deep in their own territory. Right now with about 21 seconds to go. Morrow 29, Mount Zion 7. And I think really Mount Zion might just want to take a knee, bro, and regroup in the locker room.
I would take a knee right now because things are not really going your way, and it's probably a good opportunity to take a knee. The last time they had an opportunity, they got the ball and threw an interception, so you don't want to do that again. Not the end of the not with this much time left on the clock. There's probably enough time to run 2 plays, but like you said, I would probably take a knee. But they're set. They got 2 guys deep to return the ball.
They obviously got to take a shot at the return, but once they got that, I don't know if I try any more plays from scrimmage.
No, I wouldn't either. Number 4, the Mustangs set to kick off. What do you call that set for these guys? They got one guy, number 10, I think it's number 4. They lined up deep for the Bulldogs to return the ball.
Well, they might try to do some type of
swivel kick
here. It's up, squib kick.
Yeah, they
smart play.
Yeah, smart play. About the 28-yard line. Bulldogs take it and drop it down at 28-yard line for the at their own 28-yard line.
About 20 seconds to go here before halftime. Mount Zion trailing Morrow 29-7. Morrow's defense has been the story. They have forced multiple turnovers in this game and really have been the leading impetus for all the points that Morrow has scored. We've had 3 interceptions, and a fumble, and all of them turned into a short field and a quick score for the Morrow Mustangs. They lead 29-7, 20 seconds to go. Mount Zion now with the ball at their own 28-yard line, 20 seconds to go.
Bulldogs got one out right, one to the left. Two backs in the backfield, quarterbacks in the shotgun. Well, actually, the quarterback's under the center. Actually, it's a he's going to kneel down on it. He's going to kneel on it.
Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, you nothing nice. I mean, once you kind of got the momentum going in the wrong way, better to kind of shut it down, regroup, and go into the half without any further damage being done.
Absolutely. And that's the end of the first half with the score 29-7, Morrow Mustangs.
Again, guys, you're listening to the Clayton County High School Game of the Week as we broadcast to you from Tara Stadium, located in Jonesboro, Georgia, right off of Highway 54, Battle Creek, and then the right-hand turn onto Tara Road. And the beautiful Tara Stadium will be right here. Again, we talked earlier, field in pristine condition. Bands are now getting ready to come out on the field. And we're going to take a timeout as we get some technical things underway here and set up. But, again, we appreciate all those of you who have listened in with the broadcast, especially those of you who have been listening to the live broadcast on Facebook. Well, we'll be back with more from the Clayton County High School Game of the Week. The Minister Jonathan Simmons and DJ here bringing it to you from live on the scene.
How we do?
Was that good? I thought we did fine, man.
How'd I do?
Oh, you did good, bro. That play-by-play is rough. That's a whole lot.
It is rough, man. I can't say once I get some names, it's kind of hard when you're trying to call numbers out, you know. Now you say you got something that can come out of here instead of coming out of here. Well, we'll be cutting it close, don't we? Did you stop or did you pause or you playing music?
Yeah. Okay, we're good, y'all. Yeah, Mike's down now.
I'm saying, are you playing music or what you doing? You still
I'm just going straight. I'm just doing the Facebook Live now. So our mics are down. We got hold. I just want to make sure the music is
that. What is this? What is this? I've never seen this thing.
That's your music.
My music ain't right. Give me a connection. You are now. What is this on right now? It's on Spreaker, right? Spreaker, okay. I'm just gonna plug it to the regular. Yeah. Change right here.
Yeah, we're set. Yeah, right there. Yep. Try it where it says stereo mix. Okay. Go back again. Get stereo mix one more time. Okay, let's try to plug. I think.
Well, I haven't got anything plugged into it. Should I plug into it first?
Okay, so let's. Where's that cord you at again?
Right here.
All right, try that cord one more time. Try to plug that cord in. Sound map, see what's at the input. Right at. All right,
I still hear it. I still hear it. I hear buzzing. You hear buzzing?
I said a buzz. Okay, cut it. All right, here we'll try this chord. See if it does anything here.
call the police.
I got some modified equipment over here. Modified.
What up? Taking all that money, man.
Morrow up 29-7 here at the end of the first half. Should be playing.
I tried to make sure it's on the right microphone. There's only one microphone. Is that another one? Is that on the microphone? Right here? I hear it now.
You hear it now?
I tell this out, but I can hear this mic. I hear. There's something I hear, and anything come through here.
But what are you hearing now? You hearing us talking? Though, right?
Yeah.
Right, but you're not hearing us coming off over here, right? Yeah.
No.
Okay. DJ, this is our program director from the station, Kevin.
I know, Kevin.
What's that?
Yeah, man. Johnson's the man.
A lot of stuff out here.
All the women train, all the time.
You're on top of it, don't you? Hey, man, good seeing you. Take care.
All right, guys, we're here at the halftime break. Mount Zion's band has hit the field here as we are doing Clayton County Game of the Week. In a little halftime break here, so we're going to bring you some more music. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a little bit with more of the Clayton County High School Game of the Week. This is a broadcast that we do from Tara Stadium, located in Jonesboro, Georgia. And we're excited to be out here with you, and we thank God for those of you who listen. Now, of course, when we go actually have the replay, we will, in fact, edit this. So we will shorten the halftime. But right now, we are doing everything we can in this beta, a season for us right now. And, again, we thank God for those of you who are listening as we broadcast to you on the Clayton County Game of the Week. And we'll be back with more in just a moment. So hang tight.
Bring the water out
All right, the teams are getting ready to come back on the field. You can see they're out there now. And we're going to have the second half kickoff in just about another 2 or 3 minutes. You're listening to the Clayton County High School Game of the Week. Mount Zion versus Morrow. Morrow up big, 29-7 here the first half. Morrow defense has been the key. They have 4 turnovers. All of them have led to scores. So right now, Morrow High School comfortably ahead of Mount Zion, 29-7 here in the Clayton County Game of the Week, here from Tower Stadium in Jonesboro, Georgia. Great night to be out watching, really great night to be doing anything. Beautiful night, breezy, maybe about 70 degrees, virtually no humidity, picture-perfect fall day. Great way to start off the Labor Day weekend. So, again, we thank God for each and every one of you, and we thank God that you guys decided to join us here on the broadcast. All right, a little bit more music, and we'll be back very soon in about just under a minute and a half with the second half kickoff. Mount Zion Bulldogs versus the Morrow Mustangs.
Attention promoters, event organizers, and committees. If you're looking for a place to have your next big event, you must check out the C Room Multiplex. The C Room Multiplex cordially invites you to book your next artist or to host your next big event at the C Room, specializing in the following areas: CD release parties, showcases, fashion shows, movie premieres, birthday celebrations, wedding receptions, banquets, pastors' anniversaries, special events, and more. At the C Room Multiplex, we also offer catering and decorating packages. For more information, call us 678-823-5124. That's 678-823-5124. Or visit us on the web at C-Room.
All right, everybody, we're back here, Clayton County Game of the Week. Kickoff for the second half. We're bringing it back to you from live on the scene. Jonathan Simmons and DJ here from Tower Stadium, located right in Jonesboro, Georgia.
Okay, the Mustang kicks off to the Bulldogs from west to east. The Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10. Looks like they're 28-yard line. It's been a tough first half for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, no doubt. Mount Zion totally outclassed by the Morrow defense. 4 turnovers, all leading the scores. And right now, Morrow up comfortably 29-7. just starting off the second half.
Looks like they're coming out with something different. They got three receivers out to the left, one to the right, quarterback's under the center. Number 10's in the motion. The quick pitch to number 10 going to the left side of the field. Takes it out. Breaks it out. Pretty nice run. Picks up the first down close to the 40-yard line for the Mount Zion Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice run there by number 10. That once again, man, you see it everywhere now. That jet sweep.
Yeah.
And picked up a first down for Mount Zion. A good way for them to start the second half, trailing by 22.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. Mount Zion had three out to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's under the center. Looks like number 10's in motion again. Sweeps it to the other side of the field. Comes back around. Not much on that one. Looks like he might have got about 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, again, trying to go back to the well, this time going to the other side. Morrow sniffed.
2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Early in the second half of the ball game, third quarter. 11 minutes and 13 seconds still on the clock. This weather's perfect, man. I can't complain.
Yeah, really spectacular weather here as we're broadcasting to you just 20 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Like a shift of number 10's in motion again. Somebody moved too early that time.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts on that. We saw two men going in motion, and usually when that happens, nothing good happens. You get a procedural penalty, and that's what we're getting right now.
Number 10 was out on the left side of the field, came back around. Like they faked the sweep, and they was going to give it off to the running back up the middle. It probably would have been a good gain if it would have worked. But too many people moving. Mount Zion's no huddle. The Bulldogs no huddle. Quarterback's back under the center. He's trying to get everybody down. Three out to the left, one to the right. Sweep, fakes. Hands off to number 33 at the middle. Nice hard run. Gets back to at least to the line of scrimmage and probably gain one. Looks like 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs side to go to a huddle this time. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun, running back to the right of him. Ball snap, quarterback. He looks back, looks out deep. Got a blitz on like a screen at the middle. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 5. It appears to be intended for number 5.
Yeah, once again, Morrow's defense putting on pressure, coming there with that delayed blitz right into the screen. Ball was thrown into what we like to call a scrum. And was lucky again. There was another turnover from Mount Zion. That's been the story all game long. Morrow defense has forced the issue, and once again, it is 3 and out for Mount Zion. Excuse me, not 3 and out. They did get one first down in that run, but right now they are in the punt formation again. And
4th and 8. Bulldogs set the punt. Looks like number 1 back deep, around his own 25-yard line. Ball is snapped. Nice kick, nice spiral kick downfield. They decided not to field it.
Well, look at when it first came off the foot there. Maybe about a 32-yard, 35-yard punt. And looks like Morrow will have the ball in decent field position right around their own 33, maybe 31-yard line.
We're going to see if the Mustangs did what they did last time, draw the ball down the field and score again.
One more score could put this game pretty close to being out of reach, as it is now a 22-point deficit for Mount Zion, trailing 29-7 with just over 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Okay, the Mustangs in the T backfield again. Quarterback number 7 is in the middle. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball snap, hands off to number 4 to the right side. He goes outside, swings behind the line of scrimmage, but being chased down by one of the Bulldogs. And he goes out of bounds. Looks like a 1-yard gain.
There was a lot of running, DJ, for 1 yard, wasn't it?
Across the field, the length of the field appeared, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Second and 10. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Number 7, they got 2, 3 out to the right and one way out to the left. One back in the backfield near the quarterback, next to the quarterback, to his left. Ball snap. Hands it off to the middle, number 20. Oh, wide open, big open up the middle. First down and some. Looks like he gets to the 50-yard line. What's the number of that guy? I missed that number.
It looked like that might have been the number 4 or number 1. Again, folks, we want to apologize for not getting you the names for a lot of these players. Being this early in the season, we have still a lot of flux in the lineup, and what we're getting here is not matching up with what we have on the field. But nevertheless, one thing we do know is for sure, Morrow High School is right now running away with this game 29-7 here with about 8 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the third period.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line, hands off to number 4 again. He goes to the middle, nice little run, picks up about 5 yards. The Mustangs are moving the ball down the field, picking up big.
I think you're starting to see some fatigue. Morrow has had the ball for most of this game. Mount Zion has not been able to mount or any real offensive attack to speak of, except for that one score. And you might be starting to see the cracks come up in the Bulldog armor.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver running back to his right of him. Second and it looks like 6. Hands it off. Up. Pulled down by number 44 of the Bulldogs. Number 27, no gain. I think he lost a yard on this one.
Yeah, great tackle by number 44. Slipped the block, came in there and made a textbook tackle, wrapping up around the ankles and bringing him down for a short gain.
Absolutely. 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun, running back to the left. Quarterback drop backs. Number 7, he hangs it deep downfield. He has a receiver up a little too long. Ball intended for looks like number 4 or number 7. What is that?
That's number 4 there. And actually he had the mercurial number 1 actually in the slot. In a seam, if he hit him, he was wide open. There wasn't anybody around him for about 2 yards, and he missed that, unfortunately, for Morrow.
Encroachment. Ineligible receiver down the field by the Mustangs. They decline. Bulldogs decline. So it's going to be 4th down. 4th and 6 for the Mustangs. They're going to punt. Bulldogs got number 6 back deep to return the punt. He fakes the punt, goes to the right. I don't think he's going anywhere. He gets knocked out of bounds. A loss on the play. He loses a couple yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Mustangs 52-yard line. What's going on, man? Six minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this third quarter. The Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 at their own 52-yard line. Receiver to the one to the right and to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. The running back's to his right. Drops back, looks, decides to take it off, running to the right side of the field. He gets run down from behind by number 10 of the Mustangs. A nice pursuit from the backside by number 10 of the Mustangs. Looks like no gain. Picks up about 3-yard line. Like we got time out on the field by the officials. Some uncertainty going on out there. There's no flags, but it's timeout on the field by the officials.
Yeah, the officials really seem to have their problems tonight here, and some of it is just the fact there's been a lot of infractions. And, of course, you expect that with high school football to some degree, and it is still just the third game of the season. We don't want to make too many excuses, but I know the games I've seen out here so far on our games of the week have been filled with more than their share of penalties, that's for sure.
Personal foul on the Mustangs, who's moved the ball down for a 15-yard penalty. So the Bulldogs will take over on the Mustangs' 30-yard line, be 1st and 10. Mr. Simmons, you get some of that fish back there?
I did not, sir. I went and reached in my pocket and realized I had left my keys over here.
Quarterback in the shotgun, throws it downfield. Wide open receiver. He got him. Did he hold on to it? No. Pass intended for, it looks like, I think it's number 4. He gets in the end zone, but it just drops it. I mean, it was a perfect pass down the field. One receiver on him, but the ball hit him in the hand, and he dropped it.
Yeah, those kind of things, man, that really kind of gnaw at you when you know you had a touchdown. You can see as he goes back to the sidelines. But give the young man credit. He kind of bowed down on the field for a little bit, but got up and jogged back to the sidelines. And, he's going to regroup, and hopefully the ball will come back to him again with another chance to make a big play for his team.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. One running back to his left. Takes his drop backs. Looks at the same receiver. Throws it downfield. Looks like the same play. Yeah, pass incomplete. This one wasn't as good as the last one, but they wanted to give him another shot at it.
Yeah, he needed to put a little bit more air into that one. That was more of a line drive type of pass. Man was again open. He broke inside the receiver, made the right move to cut in and make the play. He would have been able to do it if the ball had been out there, but unfortunately the line driver led him just a little bit too far, and they blew out another opportunity. Hit open man for a big play.
The Mount Zion Bulldogs have got lights in the stands. They're like stars or something over there. You see that?
Yeah, sit over there. We saw that a couple of weeks ago. Fans doing that kind of almost like what you see.
Trying to pump the crowd up here. One to the right, one to the left. Hands it off number 5. He takes it up the middle. Look, he got a first down and some. Hit nicely. Nice run. Gets down to about the 15-yard line. A nice run by the number 5 of the Mount Zion Bulldogs. They pumping it up over there, Mr. Johnson.
Much needed big play. Again, we've called his name multiple times during this broadcast. Number 5 from Mount Zion. Appears that is Devin Farley, two-way player at fullback and offensive linebacker, getting the ball all the way down deep into Morrow territory.
One to the receiver to the right, to the left. Quarterback's on the center, hands it off. Fumbles the ball, but picks it back up. The quarterback does. It's going to be a loss on the play. Or mishandles the ball, should I say. Good thing he didn't lose that. That would have been bad if he'd have lost that, because Morrow could have walked in the end zone with that one.
Well, no doubt, this is right now a really big drive for Mount Zion. They have the ball now. They've moved it down all the way to the Morrow 16. Seconds left to go in the third period. And I say only that because Mount Zion's offense has not looked that good for most of the game.
Quarterback drops back, throws it downfield, same play again into the end zone, and incomplete. He catches the ball, but he stepped out of bounds. The ball was thrown to number 4, intended receiver. And
he might have pushed off on that play, too. They didn't call it, but
it looked like that because the defender fell down.
Yep, little offensive interference, but instead he's out of bounds anyway. And Mount Zion finds himself with 3rd and 12 again, though, knocking on the door at the Morrow 16-yard line.
They got to hurry and pick this thing up because it's 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and they got to score a couple more times to even tie the game. Receiver to the right, to the left, quarterback under the center, got one running back behind him. He takes a snap, looks for a receiver, throws downfield, throws to the left side. Oh, no, it looks like it is. No, it's not. Hit the Mustang receiver in the hands, number 3. Looks like it could have been an interception, but he dropped the ball.
Yeah, going back to the well too many times, going to that flag play deep in the corner end zone. Morrow sniffed it out, had a safety come over the top for help, and really had a clean interception. His hands was dropped. Well, that's a big decision here, I think, for Mount Zion. 4th and 12, all the way down at the Morrow 16. Do you want to try to get a first down or score here or you want to try for the field goal. I think that they are going to go for a touchdown or at least a first down.
Bulldogs come out with 2 receivers to the right and to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Number 33 is right beside him. Takes a snap, drops back. He decides to take off running. No gain. Was a bad decision, it appeared. He lost about a couple yards on that play. It was 4th down, so the ball's going to be turned over to the Mustangs.
Well, DJ, I think in that particular case, it was more a sense of him running for his life. Morrow put on a full press blitz. Both linebackers coming off the edge to come in through the gap. And literally, as soon as he took a step back, he was under pressure by the green and gold from Morrow. And it means that there's going to be a changeover in downs. Morrow with the ball again, now with their own 20-yard line.
Mustangs come to the line of scrimmage. They got 2 receivers out to the right, actually 1 to the left. That T backfield again. They got the quarterback in the middle, number 7. He drops back, fakes the handoff, give her take it up the middle with no gain. He might have lost a yard on that one.
Yeah, nothing happened on that play. Mount Zion defended that very, very nicely. It looks like he got no gain on the keeper.
Mustang doesn't have anything to lose. Like that, they can keep the ball and just run the ball and run the clock. They can still win this ball game.
Oh, no doubt. 3:46 and counting here in the third period. Morrow up comfortably by 3 scores, 29-7, and the ball.
Yes. Bulldogs terribly need a turnover on it about now. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 out to the right. Quarterback, 1 timeout on the field. Let's see who called timeout. Timeout on the Mustangs. They saw something they didn't like there.
Well, so another time out there, and we'll take an opportunity again to give a shout-out to our sponsors, Pinstripes Bowling Entertainment Center, Stockbridge, Georgia, and Bellamy Strickland Commercial Trucks, McDonough, Georgia. Check them out online at bellamytrucks.com.
I love that bowling at the Pinstripes, man. I came out a couple weeks ago. It was really nice out there.
Yeah, great fellows out there. They do a great job, especially in the commercial department. Those are the guys that really have been our benefactors. I used to actually work for them a few years back, and John Winter, the manager there, has been a great supporter of me even when I was still working for the dealership. So shout outs to Bellamy Strickland. Again, if you need anything in the way of a commercial truck sales or service, check them out. They're authorized dealers for Chevrolet, GMC, and Isuzu truck. Bellamy Strickland, the truck capital of Georgia.
Also, I want to make a shout out again to Thomas Photography. If you guys didn't have any photography needs or need any photography done, senior portraits, weddings, school pictures, no matter what it is, give Thomas Photography a call at 678-900-9840. Also, you can reach him at thomasphoto at 11059 at gmail.com. That's Thomas Photography, your number 1 photographer. Well, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 for the Mustangs after a timeout. 3 receivers to your left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. He drops back, looks down the field, finds a guy on the side. He decides to run it, and he's pulled down short. Good stop by the Bulldogs. Big loss in the play. Like he lost about 8 yards on that one. Got knocked back to their own 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 20. Bulldogs need this pretty bad. They need a turnover right now. Mustang bring 2 out to the left, 1 to the right. T backfield, number 7 is in the middle. Quarterback. Ball is snapped. Hands it off number 4 to the right side. But the Bulldogs are on him. Gets pulled down. Knocked out of bounds. Looks like around the 5-yard line. Another loss on the play. Looks like 4th and about 25. Ball's on the appear to be 4-yard line of the Mustangs. Number 7 is punting for the Mustangs. Looks like number 10 is deep for the Bulldogs. Ball snap. He gets it away. And the receiver doesn't get there. So the Mustang Downs at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs in the Mount Zion territory. I'm sorry, in the Mustang territory. Bulldogs come to the line. They got, looks like one out to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's under the center, number 14, number 33 in the backfield. He looks back, hands it off to 33, going out the outside, but no gain on the play. Smart stop by the Mustangs. He goes out, ran about 10 yards to the sideline, but actually got stopped, no yards. I mean, matter of fact, might have lost a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs. Getting the play in kind of late there. A lot of substitution. He's got one receiver to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's under center, 33 in the backfield behind him. Quarterback drops back, looks downfield, throws it across the field, number 3. Nice pass, picks up about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down. Clock is counting down. 33 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. At the Mustangs, 26-yard line. The Bulldogs sent 2 out to the right, 1 to the left, 2 out to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Number 33 is to his right. Drops back, looks downfield. He slings it in the middle. In the corner again. There he is, wide up, touchdown. He's wide open. He went to the right, turned back to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Ball intended for number 10, caught by number 10. Looks like they run that play several times, but they finally scored on it. Bulldogs really needed this one. Time is running out. 28 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. The band is playing in the background. The crowd's getting back into the ball game. Looks like they're going to go for 2 on this one. So you got 2 receivers out to your left. Quarterback's in the shotgun. The running back actually going to move him to the line. He's going to be in the slot. They're bringing 2 on the field. They're going to be 2 out. They're going to be right to the right. Number 10's in motion. Well, we got a whistle. We might have a delay. Officials trying to stop the clock. I think we got a delay of game for the extra point. Still 21 seconds on the clock. Just the extra point. 2 out to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Number 33, the running back's to his right as a slot. Number 10's in motion again. He snapped, drops back. Quarterback's looking at his own side, takes it for himself, goes up the middle, and it's good. And it's good. The extra point.
2-score deficit, now down 29-15 with a touchdown and the 2-point conversion, which was very, very big there. So Mount Zion giving some hope to their fans here in the Clayton County Game of the Week. The kickoff to Labor Day weekend, a big weekend of football all around Metro Atlanta here. Of course, for those of you who are living in a cave, you would not know that the Kickoff Classic is upon us here. Alabama and Florida State open up the first college football game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
No, you didn't. You didn't go there, did you?
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I am a Roll Tide man. I'm going to let you know right now. Florida State's all right, but, hey, we know. Well, let's get back to the game.
You got it.
We should have talked about this at halftime.
Well, the bottom line is we got some good stuff going on here in Atlanta, and this is part of it. Friday Night Lights here, the only game here in Clayton County. The other team's on the road. So Mount Zion and Morrow have the platform on the county all by themselves. And Mount Zion's cut the lead now 25-15 and prepare to kick off or possibly onside kick.
Yeah. It looks possible like an onside kick here. Nice deep kick. He kicks it off. Field about number 1. He comes up the side of the field. Like he got a little running room. He's got through a couple of tacklers there. Moved the ball back to about the 34-yard line. Nice run by number 1. I think that kid's new. I haven't seen him all night. Have we seen him tonight?
Yeah, just a little bit. He's been one of the key factors here in this game for Morrow. And, of course, with the current situation that we have with the numbers and matching up with the players, we apologize to his parents and family and friends that we not be able to call him out because he has been a one-man wrecking crew for Morrow all night long. Morrow now with the ball on their own 34-yard line, ahead 29-15, but Mount Zion just scored a touchdown, a 2-point conversion to make this game closer. Let's see how the Mustangs respond here with the ball with just about 11 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Looks like they're at backfield, two receivers to the right, one to the left. He turns it off in the middle, number 4. Nice run, but a fumble. Let's see, was he down? It appeared he was down.
And he also recovered the ball, so Morrow is in good position all the way around.
Picked up about 5 yards on that play. Mustangs got to keep the ball moving. That's the end of the quarter.
Well,
go ahead.
No, we head to the fourth quarter, brother. It's now a bit of a ball game. 29-15, Mount Zion down now by 2 scores to Morrow, but Morrow with the ball on their own 34-yard line. All right, let's take a look at some scores here from around the county. We take a look here, actually, high school football all the way. We actually have some coverage here of some of these games, so we're going to check in here. First of all, Atlanta Public Schools, looks like Westlake has totally dominated Shiloh tonight, 40-6 in the third quarter. We're also looking here at Tucker, one of the top teams in the state, against Colquitt County. These are two teams that probably will be battling for the respective state titles. Tucker on the road has a narrow 14-13 lead over Colquitt. Eagles Landing Christian Academy showing why they're one of the best teams in the state. We saw them here against Jonesboro, and they're doing the same thing in Knoxville Catholic, up 34-10 on the road in the third quarter. So lots of stuff going on here in high school football all around. And the game that we're actually having some coverage on out in Northeast Gwinnett County, 2 top programs, Grayson and McEachern, battling to a scoreless tie deep into the third quarter here. For more that's going on here in high school football, remember, you can check us out, AtlantaHighSchoolFootball.com, if you want to know all the good stuff that's going on here on the south side.
Mustangs 2nd and 5, takes over the first of the fourth quarter here. 2 receivers out to the right, hands off to number 4 in the backfield. He swings outside the tuck. Well, looks like he picks up about 4 yards on the play. That's a nice little run. Still going to be third and 2 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no doubt Morrow trying to keep the momentum from going against them. 3rd and 3, a nice pickup there. They want to keep this ball and keep the clock moving as the clock now ticks under 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the final period of play, with them holding a 2-touchdown lead, 29-15 over Mount Zion.
Bulldogs need this real bad. Looks like somebody jumped. The Bulldogs jumped, it appears. They needed to have stopped the Mustangs on this play to get back and look like they're down at least two scores. That clock is running. But the Bulldogs jumped offside, gives the Mustangs a first down. Ball moved to, looks like the 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. Two receivers to the right, to the left, quarterback in the shotgun. The receiver running back to his right. He drops, hands it off to number 22, takes it up the middle. Nice hit. Nice hit by number 32 and number 44 of the Bulldogs. No gain on the play. Got a player down the field. Everybody's going down. Teams go to respective sidelines, getting a little information from the coaches we check on the player. I'm trying to figure out a number here, see what, it looks like a Mount Zion player, Bulldog. With 10 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, it's 29-15. Morrow Mustangs in this ball game, they're taking charge. Just looking around the scoreboards, give you some updates on some of the scores around the state. Creekside 30, Cherokee 0. Walton 41, Pope 6. Roswell 21, Central Gwinnett 14. Kale 28, Lassiter 24. Sequoia 13, Woodstock 21. Forsyth Central 0-0 right now. Milton 17, Cambridge 6. Well, they're back on the field. The player's up is up. Looks like he's okay. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's in T-shotgun. Quarterback hands off to number 4 again. He goes outside to the left. He gets knocked down. Gets about 2-3 yards on that play before getting knocked out of bounds by one of the Mount Zion Bulldogs. Quarterback's in the T, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback drop back, looks downfield, throws it down. Number 4 is wide open. Tried to one-handed but couldn't bring it down. He was wide open. That pass just was a little bit over his head. But if he'd have caught that, he'd have been gone. Fourth down and 6. Fourth down and 6 for the Mustangs, like they're going to punt it away. Number 1 is going to kick for the Mustangs. Let's put him in number 10 for the Bulldogs back deep. He punts, kicks it away. Number 10 feels it. And there's a Mustang right there. He don't get any yards. Knocks him down about the 19-yard line of the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter of this ball game. The Mustangs still lead 29-15. Exciting ball game. The Bulldogs are going to have to make a move if they plan on trying to come back in this ball game. They're down at least 2 possessions right now. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Quarterback's quarterback's in the shotgun. Under the center. Running back's behind him. We got a whistle on the play. Somebody must have moved. When you get a whistle that quick, sometimes somebody moves on the line of scrimmage. Actually, there's a timeout by the Bulldogs. They must have saw something, Jonathan.
Well, like you said again, the We talked about this earlier. The Bulldogs have really shot themselves in the foot most of this game. All of Morrow's touchdowns coming on big plays from off of their defense. Well, DJ, I have some good news for you, sir. We went over to the concession stand, and it does appear
Wait a minute.
that I acquired the last 2 fish sandwiches, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
And
So you got the fish.
Yes, sir. We have the fish. We wrapped them right over there nicely in foil. So
We've been smelling fish all night long, ever since the first quarter of this game.
and I got to tell you guys now. Now they talk about Mercedes-Benz trying to keep the price of food down. Let me tell you, if you want to come out and enjoy, first of all, watching probably your neighbors and your children play, $7 to enter a fish. I'm not talking about like a fish nibbler. I'm talking about a full-blown fish sandwich, only $3.
Wow.
So basically, you can get yourselves 2 fish sandwiches, 2 bags of potato chips, and a drink for the grand total of just around $12. Another
Bulldogs quarterback's under center. He looks back, throws it to the side to the receiver out there, and did he catch it?
Yeah, might have got a yard or 2.
He got a yard. He threw it low, but he caught it. I think he picked up 3 yards on the play. Maybe third and looks like 6 for the Bulldogs. They're at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, I think it might have been a little spooked there on the pressure. Got the ball off low to a guy who was open in the flat. That could have been a big play there, but instead hit him at the shoe tops and only picked up about 4 yards on the play.
I said 19. It's 24, actually. Third and 6 for the Bulldogs. One receiver out to the right, one to the left. Quarterback under center. One back in the backfield behind him. He stands up, looks downfield, throws it. Oh, he throws it too deep. I think the receiver stopped running on that one. He was double covered.
Yep, that was a pass that really was good to be overthrown. Receiver was double covered. Again, had deep help over the top with safety and quarterback double teaming him. So no shot to make that play, and the ball harmlessly rolls away. 3rd down and 6 now.
3rd and 6 with 9 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in this ball game. Bulldogs really got to get it together. They plan on winning this game. They're down at least 2 scores, if I'm not correct. Is it
2 scores, yep, 29-15. They do have the ball. It appears to be, is there a penalty on the play?
They're moving the markers.
All right, so I don't know what they're calling there, but it's a pretty hefty
Looks
penalty.
like a dead ball foul, something. He had the ball up.
Yep.
Well, we'll take it. I'm sure the Bulldogs will take that one.
Yep, ball's moved out almost, 10 yards.
1st and 10 from the Bulldogs 38-yard line. Quarterback hands it off, and he stopped immediately. Well, there's a whistle. There's a whistle, but let's see what happened here. It's a line judge blew it dead, it appears.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stoppage of play. As we're here now looking in terms of time.
Let them play.
Yeah, because we already now are at the just under the 2.5 hour mark here at this game, and we still have about 9 minutes left to play. Morrow up 29-15. Mount Zion with the ball, though, on their own 38-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They got one receiver to the right, one to the left, quarterback under the center, and the back in the backfield. He drops back, looks back, gets ready to throw it downfield, but he's sacked. A loss on the play. Looks like he lost 2 or 3 yards on that one. Couldn't find an open receiver.
Definitely a coverage sack there. He had good time. Dropped back on a 3 or 4 step drop, but there was no one open at all. So play is stopped. And once again, they're facing a long yardage situation.
2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs at their own 38-yard line. Actually 36 now after that loss. You got 2 receivers to your left, 2 to the right. Quarterback's in the shotgun. 1 receiver to his right. He looks downfield again. He slings it deep. Number 10, intended receiver. Incomplete. He was double covered by number 25 and number 3 for the Bulldogs, for the Mustangs.
Well, clearly at this point in the game, down by 2 scores, taking a shot with a man downfield, even though he's double covered, just saying, hey, man, we're going to chuck it out there and see what happens.
Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. They got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. It is 3rd and 12. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Running backs to his right. Looks like a blitz on, but he misses him. Quarterbacks take off. Number 14 takes off. Like to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Like it's going to be a 4th down. One of the Mustang defenders got through like he was unblocked.
Yeah, like I said, Morrow defense has kept the pressure on them all game long. And, of course, now when you're talking less than 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, team down by 2 scores, they're going to be, basically pin their ears back now on every play.
Something happened because they picked up 15 yards real quick. The Bulldogs needed that. They're going to take over about the Mustangs' 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Potentially having a 4th down going to 1st and 10. That's not bad, is it?
Nope. And good field position here inside of.
Number 10's in motion. They throws it back to him till he runs to his left. But the Mustangs smell it out. I think we've seen that play several times tonight, and the Mustangs, they're not having it.
Yeah, that jet sweep, I mean, you can only run that so long before teams kind of smell it out. They've had some limited success with it, but there's no question at this point they need yardage in chunks as they face a 2-touchdown deficit with less than 7 minutes and 32 seconds left to play in the game.
Timeout on the field by the officials. Well, like you were saying earlier, you guys, parents out there, it's really good to come out and support Clayton County and support the schools in Clayton County. The kids really need it. I spoke to some kids the other day. I mean, they play their hearts out, man, and we got a lot of players and a lot of parents and cheerleaders. And don't just drop your kids off at the stadium and go home. Come out and sit and enjoy this perfect weather out here. I mean, what you going to do when you go home? Watch TV or something? But it's a good opportunity to support the kids and support Clayton County.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Outstanding weather and game.
Number 4, that quarterback takes number 4, takes it and got it. Lost in the play. Look, a little scramble in the backfield. I missed that play. I missed it, but hey.
Well, yeah, a lot of running to pick up basically no yardage.
Okay.
We had a situation where once again Morrow bringing pressure off the edge, flushed him out as he rolled out to the right. He tried to reverse his field where he thought he might have had an opening, but again the Mustangs defense clamped down. And another loss on the play, and so that puts them again in where they've been all game long.
I'm glad you saw that because
3rd
I
and
missed
long.
it. I was looking at the official. So 2 to the right, 1 to the left. He's got a receiver downfield. He goes up, incomplete. Intended for number.
So that might be number 3 down there.
Number 3 of the Bulldogs, but he had a defender on him. Around the 20-yard line. Looks like the Bulldogs face that 4th down again, but this time it's going to be 4th down and 15.
Yeah, decision to make here on whether they want to go for it. I'm sure they are, being down by 2 touchdowns with 6 minutes to go in the game, about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And the ball in good field position.
Good field position.
Yep.
At their own 45-yard line, the Bulldogs got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's in shotgun. There's timeout on the field. Let's see who's calling timeout here. Timeout Mustangs. I guess the Mustangs saw something here.
Yeah, a lot of stoppage of play here in this game. Referees having some different problems with kind of getting plays right, and also a lot of timeouts by each team. It's been one of those types of games. These things happen. Things have gone a little bit slower than what we anticipated, but nevertheless, the fans of Morrow are happy. We're on that sideline. Morrow ahead 29-15, 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And again, a stoppage of play on the field. We want to take time out again to thank each and every one of you who have listened to. These are what we call our beta broadcasts. We're still doing in the testing phase, but we thank God for those of you who tuned in to listen to us on Spreaker.com. You also can find us on social media. We'll have posts, pictures from the game and small video clips. And you also can catch the video right now on the Real Talk Sports Show Facebook page where we are broadcasting live the video as well. And DJ, we thank you, man, for coming out and really kind of dropping this idea at the station to come out and support Clayton County. And
we love it, man.
Cover some high school football.
I've had 4 kids come out of school here in Clayton County, so we want to do everything we can to try to support the kids. The kids need us, and like I said before, I need the parents to come out and support Clayton County. It's only $7 to come out. You get a good hot meal. I mean, what would you normally be doing on a Friday night, huh? It's a good chance to wind down and support your kids and the community.
No doubt, man. Like you said, again, just a picture-perfect night to really do anything, but definitely a night to come out to watch some high school football here. We don't even the bugs have went away.
Yes.
So
desperation for the Bulldogs. They got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun, number 22, number 30. Well, they got a running back to his left. Like another running back. He looks downfield, takes off running. No cigars. Number 14, the quarterbacks for the Bulldogs, tries to look downfield for a intended receiver. No one's there, so he decides to run up the middle, and he stopped for no gain on a 4th down, and the ball will be turned over to the Mustangs.
Well, DJ, once again, Morrow defense bringing pressure from both sides. Really, number 14 from Mount Zion really had no chance from the time he snapped the ball. Immediately had to step into a pocket that didn't exist and went down, and the ball is back in the hands of Morrow with about 6 minutes and 23 seconds to play.
The Mustangs got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun, one back to him. He takes the ball on his own, goes up the middle, shuffles up the middle, tries to pick up as many yards as he can, picks up about 3. All the Mustangs have to do now is just hold on to the ball and run the clock. It was 6 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. It won't be long now.
Yeah, no doubt. You just want to stay away at this point from any type of turnovers or silly plays, silly penalties, and just let the clock be your friend. 6 minutes. Actually, we're under the 6-minute mark now, about 5:50 to go here, and Morrow has the ball in Mount Zion territory.
The Mustangs take over on the Bulldogs' 41-yard line. Quarterback's T backfield again. Hands off to number 4 to the left. He takes it outside. Nice run. Looks like close to a 1st down.
Got Morrow on the move here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Picked up another 1st down as the clock continues now to be their ally. Up by 2 touchdowns, 29-15 over Mount Zion. Morrow rocking the green and gold. Green tops, white pants with the green stripe. Gold helmet with the green Mustang on the side. Mount Zion to our right. White tops, black pants, red numbers, red piping on the jerseys, and the red bulldog on their black helmets. As we are here at Tara Stadium, located in Jonesboro, Georgia, just maybe about 25 miles south of downtown Atlanta for the Clayton County High School Game of the Week. Mount Zion Bulldogs against the Morrow Mustangs. Now, for those of you who are Morrow fans, you guys are aware that this is your 30th anniversary of the legendary 1987-1988 Morrow Mustang team, which is still to this day the only Clayton County team, high school public team, to win a state title.
Wow.
1987-88.
That's awesome, man.
Bulldogs, and had some great players on that team. Matter of fact, one of them, Hastings, went on to play wide receiver for the Philadelphia. Actually, first played, was an All-American for the UGA Bulldogs, and then went on to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and actually had 8 or 9 receptions in their loss to the Cowboys in the 1996 Super Bowl.
Okay. There's a lot of talent here in Clayton County. We have several players that came out and just went to the NFL. I mean,
Yep.
North Clayton High School, probably recently, Morgan Burnett at North Clayton as a safety in the NFL for the Green Bay Packers at this time.
No doubt. And, of course, a lot of great guys. The Douglas family, Harry Douglas, playing right here in Jonesboro, plays for the Tennessee Titans. But, of course, most people remember him for his 4-year stint right here with our own Atlanta Falcons. So great stuff happening here in Jonesboro. And, of course, for you Morrow fans, you know I was referring to Andre Hastings. Andre Hastings, the big wide receiver, again, All-American at Georgia, and then later went on to have a good career with the Pittsburgh Steelers, even racking up quite an impressive game in the Super Bowl.
The Mustangs take over. They still got the ball. Then let's see what this looks like. 3rd and 15 yards.
Yep, 3rd down and 13 from their own.
They got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Running back's to his left. He drops back. Number 7 still there. Throws it out like a short screen. Picks up a nice gain on that play. Looks like receiver's number, was that 17?
Number 17, close to first down. They might be about maybe, it looks like 3 or 4 yards short.
The Bulldogs need this stop. It's 4th and 4. 4th and 4 for the Mustangs.
They're probably going to punt this away. Their defense has done a great job all game long. No need to try anything here that would give Mount Zion a short field. So, punter is on.
Punt is on. They need this stop. Bulldog just sent a man on, trying to block the punt, but he get kicked off. Fair catch by number 10 of the Bulldogs around the 7-yard line for their own 7-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Exactly what you wanted there, kind of a semi-pooch punt, getting the ball well within the 10-yard line, actually all the way back down to the 6. And so Mount Zion now has not only the clock but the field working against them. 3 minutes and 30 seconds about to go in the fourth quarter, and Mount Zion down 29-15 in this game, and the ball pinned back on their own, apparently 7-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. It might be their last chance tonight. Quarterback drops. He drops the ball, picks it back up. Number 14 looks downfield, takes off running. Heads to the right sideline, gets out of bounds. Did he stop the clock?
No, clock is still running. 3 minutes 20, 3 minutes 18 seconds to go here in the final quarter of action.
These guys are moving kind of slow. If you want to start staying in this ball game, you need to move a little faster than that, or somebody need to call a timeout. You got 2 possessions to even get back in the ball game.
Yeah, a real tough situation here for Mount Zion, down by 2 scores and almost the length of the whole field to go to at least get a score that will put them within a score. Won't even tie the game.
Bulldogs at their own 6-yard line. Be 2nd and 11. The 14th quarterback standing at his own end zone. Takes the ball, runs to his left. Runs back. Cuts back through the middle. Picks up a few yards. Still short of the first down. Bulldogs not moving very fast. Clock is running down. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and about 5 or 6 here.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd down and actually looks like 3rd and long. They haven't moved the change yet, I don't think, because it can't be 3rd and 13. That's right there. There's a mistake there, I think.
I said 13, 3rd and 6, right?
Should be. Looks like a mistake by the scorekeeper.
Yeah. I keep looking at that board. Quarterback snaps back. He fumbles it. He falls on it right at the 5-yard line. Well, the clock continues to run.
Yeah, this one should just be over. Under 2 minutes to go. About 1:48 to go here in the game, fourth quarter. Morrow comfortably ahead by 2 scores, 29-15 in the Clayton County game of the week. Mount Zion versus Morrow High School.
A lot of substitution going on the clock. It's still running. 1 minute, less than a minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Looks like Mount Zion's going to punt it. I wouldn't punt it.
Well, what you don't want to do is put your team in a more embarrassing situation than they are now.
Yeah.
When you're under a minute and a half to go, you want to get that ball out of there and hopefully have no more Morrow scores.
Well, Mustangs don't have anybody deep. They don't have anybody back, so they're going to let the ball roll.
Right.
In fact, they didn't appear to have any rush on either. They just want the clock to run. Nice punt, 50 yards. Gets it over the midfield. Looks like it's rolling back to the Mustangs' 40-yard line.
And also you want to give a shout out there. That's really good sportsmanship by head coach of Morrow, Jerome Weeks, not putting any pressure on the punt, not having a guy back. And I think, too, it's also good safety for his team. You know, in these types of games, a team gets behind. All of a sudden you have a big hit on a special teams play and one of your players gets hurt. So wise move by Coach Weeks to just let that ball roll, and then I'm sure they'll take a knee, and this ball game will be over.
I see some of the players doing a little, what do you call it, the happy walk?
The happy walk.
It's been a great night for football in Clayton County. Like we said earlier, man, the weather is perfect. I guess probably about 70, 72 degrees here at Terra Stadium. And you can't ask for a better night. It's not hot. There's no bugs. Just a clear night here in Georgia.
Absolutely. Good stuff here as looks like Morrow is going to come away with a victory.
Morrow looks like they're in victory formation. T backfield quarterback. In the backfield, two to the right, two to the left, one to the right. Hands it off number 4 just to be on the safe side. He runs at the middle. Look, wait a minute. He's wide open. He's going outside. One guy to beat, number 4, going down the sideline. He's still going. Is it? Touchdown, Mustangs. The Mustang, number 4. It appeared that he was just trying to run the clock out, but the Bulldogs wasn't at the best at this time, and so he just took advantage of it and went the 50, 60 yards down the field.
No question, that was just a situation where you have a tired Bulldog defense. They've been on the field for most of the game.
Well, actually, it's not a touchdown. They brought it back. They said he stepped out of bounds about the 18-yard line. Timeout on the field with 43 seconds left to go in the ball game. It was a nice run. We couldn't tell from up here, but he got kind of close to the sidelines, like he was tight walking, so he did step out of bounds.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, still a big way to end the game for Morrow. The 3 top players for them all night long: number 1, number 4, and number 7. Of course, number 7, a young man that we had a chance to have on our show, and did an outstanding job. Christopher Clark has had a big game here, playing both ways. And number 1 and number 4, both whose names we do not have on our program listing. Again, we are very, very sorry to their parents, but we do not have the information at this time. Again, we are working in what we call a beta format, which means that we are still in testing. But we hope that next week, and certainly as the season rolls on, that we will have the type of video stream and, in fact, the information that you guys will expect from a play-by-play call of the game.
Okay, the Bulldogs come back on the field from the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line of the Bulldogs for the Mustangs.
Not sure they're not taking a knee here. I'm not quite understanding that.
Number 7 takes it and hands it off to number 4 again. Well, he picked up about a yard on the play.
Again, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I might have to call Coach Weeks and ask him why they're just not taking knee. But it looks like the game might be over. Clock running down. They won't have to run another play. 18, 15, 14 seconds. Ball game's over. Morrow High School wins 29-15 in the game of the week for Clayton County here on starting off September 1st, starting off Labor Day weekend. Morrow gets a big win and goes to 3-0. Mustangs looking to make some noise here in Clayton County.
Absolutely. Brian, I just want to remind everybody that this weekend is a Memorial Day weekend, and this is the only game going on this weekend in Clayton County. There's no other games going on. That's why we're having the scores. Normally we give you scores of some other games going on at some of the other stadium, Terra, and 12 Oak and Southern Crescent. But this is the only game, the classic game you spoke about earlier. What a game to be at tonight.
No doubt about it. Well, listen, guys, we appreciate all those of you who listened to the Clayton County Game of the Week. Jonathan Simmons and our play-by-play man, Mr. DJ, in the building.
Yes.
And we're here for the Real Talk Sports Network and WIGO 1570, saying, as we do each and every week when we sign off, God bless you guys and have a great night.
Awesome.
Hi there, my name is Tim Mullen, General Manager of Pinstrikes Family Entertainment Center in Stockbridge. Now is the perfect time to schedule your holiday party. Big or small, we cater them all. 2 hours of bowling, shoe rental, choice of one of our freshly prepared spreads like the pasta meal or southern barbecue meal. Your holiday party is waiting for you at Pinstrikes.
Pinstrikes Entertainment Center, 3478 Mount Zion Road, Stockbridge. Call 770-302-0786 or online at pinstrikes9.com.